Oh, the truth is out. The cat is out. Listen, Sfiso now knows that it was Makwanyana who tried to poison Uzethu. Sana, I do feel sorry for Umangwanyana, and I do believe that really her intentions was not to hurt Uzethu. But Sana Umendo definitely did change Mangwanyana's character. She felt unloved and prioritized in her marriage. The worst case now is that even her friend Utando wants to be nothing. She does not want to be part of this. She says that should this come out, she will lose her license as being a nurse. So according to her, she have a lot more to lose than Umakwanyana, which of course Umakwanyana will lose Umendo. Why I came with Usfiso, because Usfiso is not taking it, and it does seem like Umakwanyana will be interrogated by Usfiso and the police station. So charges will definitely be laid. A case will be opened against Umakwanyana. Definitely do feel sorry for Mangwanyana. I do believe that it was definitely not her intentions to try and harm Uzethu, but to delay the wedding and perhaps to make sure that Uzethu oversleeps and misses her wedding. I do believe that she became too desperate and she resulted into something that most people really would never result into. But really, she only knows Usfiso, and she felt like she is losing herself in her marriage and losing Usfiso, and she became desperate. I don't know what else to put it, how else to justify it. Mangwanyana became desperate. But yeah, it does feel like Mangwanyana is going to prison. Prison is one place that is waiting for you, ma'am, as your husband really does truly love and adores Uzethu, and as soon as he finds out that you try to harm Uzethu, you are as good as dead. Okay, you are as good as dead. Now, a shock, shoka, Ungarachi is the biological father of Uspamandla. Who would have thought that Ngarachi and Pindile were busy doing some shenanigans together? Did not think that Fagesana, the way Pindile is so defensive about Ngarachi being Spamandla's dad, like she is so defensive. But yeah, it seems like Ungarachi would want to know and has taken a DNA test. I hate that Ungarachi will be portrayed as this super innocent guy who didn't know that Upindile had a child. May say, really, you are just not as innocent, okay? You are not as innocent, and I do believe that you didn't know, but you suspected back then that Uspamandla could be your child. But because back then you could not carry the responsibility, you let Upindile carry the responsibility alone. And now you want to come back and act better. Like, I don't even want the writers of Homecoming to even think that Ungarachi no, he is just as horrible for abandoning Uspamandla. And I need him to take that accountability. Halala, it's a wedding day, but it does look like we are gonna have a runaway bride. Now, Uzethu's wedding day has finally arrived, but sadly, Umangonyana did try to drug or poison Uzethu on the bridal shower that she threw for Uzethu. Now, Uzethu did ask a favor from Ushobane, and Ushobane did run some tests. And sadly, Ushobane did inform Uzethu on her wedding day that they did found a drug in her body. And Umthandeni, immediately when Uzethu was drugged, Umthandeni strongly suspected Umangwanyana, poor innocent Mangwanyana. And at first, Uzethu honestly did not want to suspect Umangwanyana or even confront Umangwanyana. But yes, Umangwanyana does have a bit of regret, if you may put it that way. And we saw her praying, being like, no, she's very much regretful for, trying to harm Uzethu, and that was never even her intentions in the first place. All that she wanted to do was to scare Uzethu off. but things did not go accordingly. Things did not go accordingly in trying to scare uZethu off, as this poison that was put in Zethu's body reacted badly, like extremely badly. It was never a good reaction whatsoever. It reacted badly. So now, with uZethu knowing all this information, she's finding herself very much doubtful if she still wants to get married to uSifiso, and she also confronted to uMangcobo, Umthandeni, that, what, right now she is very much doubtful. She doesn't know what's right and what's wrong in terms of getting married to uSifiso. Should the wedding continue or should the wedding be stopped and paused? But anyway, we did see that the traditional ceremony went through, and uZethu's face did look a bit confused, okay? So second wedding day in Sifiso's home is when things are going to be a bit tricky, where it is highly, highly suspected that we are definitely getting a runaway bride. It seems like uZethu will stay for a traditional ceremony whilst still questioning her life choices. Does she really want to get married to uSifiso? Does she really want to start a wedding like this, a marriage like this, where there is no trust? And more than anything, she does not know if Makwanyana really does want her in her home. So it is suspected that uZethu will decide to be a runaway bride, because at that time she will be feeling overwhelmed. She won't be knowing what's right and what's not right. Should she come clean, tell people that uMakwanyana is not who she says she is? Or should she just walk into a marriage where she definitely does not feel welcome or wanted? It does seem like once everything blows up, Zethu be a runaway bride, Makwanyana's a friend, the nurse, what is her name, Thando, will have a conscience. Someone will have a conscience and wants to come clean, and it does look like it's gonna be Thando. Thando will go to the police station and wants to report this whole shenanigans that uMakwanyana did. I do feel like uMakwanyana will not remain undercover for a long time, and I do feel sorry for uMakwanyana, because honestly we all saw her trying her best in making her marriage work. Like, baby girl tried. She tried so much in making sure that, what, I just want my marriage to work. I just want my marriage to work. So yeah, she even went extreme, honestly speaking. So now, with uSifiso being a police, being forced kinda to arrest his wife, I am so looking forward into that storyline. It's gonna be so interesting, especially when uSifiso will be kind of forced to arrest his wife, and everyone else finding out that uMakwanyana is not a little sweet angel that we all thought that she was. Okay, now moving along to the next storyline, uMatron. How am I, guys? uMatron, but uMatron legit still treats uShobane like a 5-year-old. I doubt that even a 5-year-old is treated like uShobane. Like uMatron mesibonela uShobane uzibonela nje cute little baby boy. Definitely does not want uShobane to be involved with any lady, dates anyone for that matter. She just wants uShobane to remain a cute little ball. Because there is uThobani noThando, and there is uMatron not feeling it, saying that uThando should stay as far away as possible from uShobane, because why? uThando is not good enough for uShobane. This will then make you wonder who, if there will ever be any person for that matter, who will be good enough for uShobane. Who will it be? Zethu was not good enough for uShobane. Thando was not good enough for uShobane. uPhindi was not good enough for uShobane. So our matron or awusho mama, will there ever be anyone in your eyes who's ever good enough for Uma Shobi? So that's also something very interesting. I definitely don't think Zethu will go ahead with marrying Usfiso, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Ngempela uMankonyana guysini wayezivumelana isithembu kwasekuqaleni when she's gonna be complaining like this. Baby girl is constantly complaining about isithembu. I mean, if you know, like, I don't know isithembu that much. I don't have much experience, but I do know that it's close to impossible for two women to share one man, you know. So clearly, the day Evuma, exactly what was her expectations, that nothing will change. Obviously, a lot will change, you know, and unfortunately, because she is the elder wife, she will be on the receiving part, whilst Uzethu and Usfiso are still in a honeymoon phase. So uMankonyane is finding it so hard to adjust into Uzethu being umnawabo. She feels neglected. In a way, I do feel like Usfiso has definitely neglected and ignored all Mankonyana's needs. He is so hyper-focused on Uzethu, is not even a joke. Like, that's the only thing that he cares about. It's Zethu this, Zethu that. Nothing else. So, I do feel like uMankonyana have a point, but I do feel like isithembu maybe it tends to be like that sometimes. You know, it tends to be like that. You know, you hyper-focus on one thing and only on one thing. So uMankonyana has been receiving advice that perhaps, you know, the reason that she and Sfiso have been arguing a lot is because something is lacking in the bedroom. And uMankonyana is like, okay, I am willing, you know, ukuzivuselela umshado wami. And according to the advice that she's receiving is that she needs to spice up things in the bedroom, you know. And guess what? Uzethu just called once. Zethu just made a one call and said, listen, Sfiso, I need you. There is something that I need, that I want us to discuss about the wedding. And Usfiso sana abandoned uMankonyana. Hey, sana. Now, this week, something is going to be hectic because Uzethu is going to be celebrating her bridal shower. She's going to be on the bridal shower mode. And unfortunately for Uzethu, she will drink something that will not be good for her, something poisonous. And we're all going to be asking ourselves, like I'm asking myself, who did this? But we do see someone spanking up a drink, and that someone looks like uMankonyana. Sana, what has Mankonyana tended to be? What has Mankonyana tended to be? Why is she sprinkling Zethu's drink? I am so afraid for uMankonyana. Like, I am so afraid for uMankonyana. We do see a hand here pouring something into someone's drink, and that hand looks like Mankonyana's hand. Like, isithembu will definitely turn you to be something that you're not. And I don't know, like, I'm finding it so difficult to sympathize with uMankonyana. Like, I have to be honest, I'm finding it extremely difficult because at the end of the day, guys, like, why is vumelani isithembu kwasekuqaleni? You know what I mean? Because isithembu is never a nice, good thing. Never. It's never nice. It's never good for anyone, for that matter. But I do find it's just a bit difficult. Now, also, Ushobane has decided he rather wants to be a resident of Okambeni and come back and work as a doctor in the villages. And I'm also like eyeing Ushobane, you know, because I'm like, Shobane, yeah, your decision is motivated by what? What's motivated your decision, Shobane? Because I highly suspect something did motivate your decision, and that something could be Uzethu, who is just about to get married. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if Mashobane will shake things up, but I feel like Zethu is just making bad decisions all in all. Like, baby girl, she's just making bad, horrible decisions. And honestly, my heart can't help it but to ache for her. Sana Sfiso and Zethu's marriage relationship is having troubles before it's even begin. Before it's even begin. Now, I must say that judging from Sfiso's reaction and the situation, definitely being a polygamous man, it's not easy at all. Because on the other side, he have Zethu, who is very much independent, who's a medical doctor, and as much as she agreed to marry a Zulu man, she's not willing to abide by all the Zulu customs. On the other side, we have Mangwanyana or Sana, a very obedient wife who's willing to do just about anything to satisfy her husband. Okay, so now first of all, the big clash here was the attire. Zethu is like, Lalela Sana, I ain't gonna wear my Conti attire. It's not happening, not now, not ever. I'm not about that life. Mangwanyana feels like she is being disrespected by Zethu, who is refusing to wear Makoti attire, saying, listen, babe, I feel like you're disrespecting me right now, and you're disrespecting me in my house. Honestly, I would say that Usfiso was very, very wrong to invite Uzethu to come and live in Mangwanyana's house, or rather to let his two wives share a house. Like, where have you ever see that? I have never seen it anyway. Obviously, because you can never expect two women to share just a roof. It's very difficult for them to share to share a house. So Umankonyana was like, you know what, so I'm tired of Zethu. Zethu is disrespectful. And I do feel like, in a way, Usfiso was also disrespecting Umankonyana, expecting Umankonyana to be Zethu's maid. You know, Umankonyana must cater for Zethu's needs, cook for Zethu, clean after Zethu. I'm just like, okay, Sfiso, like, for real. So I don't really blame Umankonyana for chasing Uzethu. I'm just like, it was the right thing to do, honestly. It was the right thing to do. So now it seems like Uzethu will be questioning her life choices, you know, because Zethu is also not ready to have a child, and somehow Umankonyana feels like this is the opportunity to have a second child, because she feels like a child is definitely one thing that's gonna bond him and Usfiso. And I'm just like, why is Mangwanyana thinking like this? Like, Mangwanyana, why? Why are you having this kind of thoughts? Like, it's crazy for you to think that if there is one thing that's going to bond you with your husband is a child, it's a baby. That's craziness. That is madness. Crazy. Waze wadlala nguMankonyana uSifiso. Waze wadlala nguMankonyana wenkosi, nkosi yami. Like, legit, uMankonyana at this point, she is Zethu's personal slave. Because what do you mean? What do you mean that uMankonyana must serve uZethu? Like, uZethu refuses ukugqoka impahla zokukotiza ngesizulu, saying that no, yena, she's too good to wear a makoti attire because she is a doctor. And obviously this angers uMankonyana, because uMankonyana have been wearing impahla zokukotiza ever since. And honestly, I do not blame her. Like, I do not blame her being angered, you know. Also, considering the fact that Usfiso promised uMankonyana a stofo, but Donolo is stofo sana, Yans Usfiso have money to go and pay lobola, a whole lobola kesana. So now that uMankonyana has moved in with them, obviously this is making uMankonyana uncomfortable now that Zethu has moved in, because like legit Zethu cannot even cook a proper meal. A person who always and forever have to cook is uMankonyana. And uMankonyana at this point, she's just like, I'm over it. I am over it. I cannot be cooking and be catering for Zethu. Sana, let me say this. Isthembu does look cute from distance. Cuteness from distance, because what Mankonyana is going through, I can't. Okay. Now Uzethu came with an HIV case, which I understand that in their setup, really they need to protect themselves. But I don't understand why Mankonyana acted overly. She just overly reacted, she overly reacted, considering that they are in a very